Solan, he's president of the Seattle Police Officers Guild. Of course, we have that issue there. We have police resigning at a record clip. Here in Kenosha, the chief announced that he is going to resign. He said this: "We must guard against groupthink and mob action, and we must return to individual responsibility." As you look at these stories that are happening in communities but are getting national attention, what is the effect on, from your perspective, on police and protecting communities?
Good morning, Dana and Bill. Thanks for having me on again. Well, it's a symptom of our urban cities decaying because of lack of political support by our leaders. And I give credit to that chief in Kenosha who doesn't fear any retribution because he appears to be leading. And he's saying what's truth and fact without fear of that political retribution. And I wish we would have more leaders that would have that impetus to actually tell it how it is, so our communities get the full breadth of what's happening across this profession, not just in that area of our nation, but here in Seattle. As you mentioned, the morale here is terrible, as we have an incredible amount of officers that have separated from this agency due to the lack of political support.
And so I understand about 200 or more cops in Seattle have quit. Are they leaving the profession altogether, or are they going to different places?
Well, it's a combination of the separation numbers. Is we're 260 officers post George Floyd separating from this agency. Those are officers looking for jurisdictions where they have the political support, or they have value in their profession, is why they swore to that oath of service to serve. Others have just flat out retired. And that is a symptom of how this great city is rotting away, as just 3 days ago, two great officers that I represent, uniformed officers, go into a coffee and chocolate shop and they're denied service by an employee. And this is because we have lack of political support, and the narrative of blaming police for every violent confrontation is the reasons to why this profession, particularly here in Seattle, is in the predicament that it's in. Yep. And I call on our elected officials to stop pushing the false narratives about the great men and women that do the job of policing, because we are at a precipice in our profession where I'm fearful that we're going to have not many people want to do this job, and then that leads to a further decay of public safety, not just locally, but across the nation.
Mike Solan, thank you for your thoughts this morning. Appreciate it.